2017 was said to be one of the greatest championship battles in ATV Motocross history. At Round 1's Daytona ATV Supercross, defending champion Chad Wienen welcomed all comers to the challenge. Winning in Florida, then in Texas, Chad won big at the Underground Motocross Park. Then again at Alabama's Monster Mountain, Chad Wienen bested the field, making it 3 in a row. Round 4 at Ironman, Joel Hetrick takes his first win of the season. Then at Round 5 in Tennessee, Joel Hetrick wins again. In Illinois, Chad Wienen finds his way back for the hometown win. At Round 7 in Minnesota, it looked like Wienen, but in the end, Hetrick takes a big win. At Round 8, Hetrick claws back to win again in New York. Round 9 at Redbud in Michigan, Hetrick wins at Wienen's favorite track, leaving the title up to the final race at Loretta Lynn's. In the end, Joel Hetrick is crowned your new AMA Pro ATV champion.
It is time to kick off the 2018 ATV National Motocross Championship presented by CST Tires. It's the Fly Racing ATV Supercross from Daytona International Speedway. Hello everyone, Jason Wygant here for the coverage as always in 2018. Usual suspects Thomas Brown, Nick Janusa. We'll see Jeffrey Rastrelli continuing to pick up the pace this year after a strong season last year. Ronnie Higgerson looking for more podium breakthroughs. It's Parker Wawerka's machine. The familiar number 9, Wesley Wolf, who pulls double duty in both the woods and motocross. Sammy Rowe, always spectacular to watch. There's Brett Musick's Honda. Dylan Tremillin looking good on his number 940. Kaz Marek, also going to be a contender this year. Wes Lewis on the 79. 135, Hayden Mickelson, a rookie this year. And same with Drake Coling on the 798. Everyone focused in on your new champion running the number 1 plate for the first time. Joel Hetrick, completing a lifelong dream of winning last year and capping it with the ATV Quad Cross of Nations victory.
Coming into the 2018 season with my first championship under my belt, definitely a confidence booster. Now I'm the guy that everyone has their eyes on to beat. I got a target on my back. I rode a lot this winter, started out in Louisiana at my buddy Greg Pafford's house, worked our way down to Florida. Rode in Florida until, this week and got everything clicking. The bikes are working well. Jay Goebel and Doug Roll did some Elka suspension tuning for me. It's going to be a good year. I'm excited. I'm excited for this race, excited to be in Daytona. This is a start and I'm ready for it. Been itching for this first gate drop for a few weeks now, so we'll get out there and see how it goes.
And Hetrick took the championship away from Chad Wienen, the 6-time series champion. Now back to the familiar old number 44, but he wants the number 1 back.
Starting out the 2018 season here at Daytona, I've been really fortunate to get the last 2 wins here, and I just hope the track it gets roughened up this year really good, and we've been having some beautiful weather, and just I've been preparing a little bit different this year, kind of changed up my program, and I feel really good coming into this year and being able to go out and ride a lot of different tracks. The Florida weather's been beautiful. It's literally 5 minutes away from my house to get here to Daytona, and we're going to try and go out there and have a good race season this year and really put a strong push in for the championship again.
Wienen and Hetrick will be a great battle to watch this year. We'll show you what ATV Motocross is all about. Riders headed into the gates for the first heat race of the year. Stay tuned. ATV Motocross is brought to you by CST Tires, by Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com, and by Maxxis. A new season and a new opportunity for Thomas Brown to finally make his championship dreams come true.
Here at Daytona, we're heading into the 2018 season. Really looking forward to it. Been in Florida for the past 2 months. I got 2 kids right underneath me this year, Troy Hill and Ty Hudson, and we've been training. I've been training them, and we've been working hard and trying to prove that hard work pays off, and I'm feeling good, feeling really fit, ready for the year. I want to challenge for wins, just keep getting podiums. I've been enjoying racing. I love this sport. As long as I can keep racing, I'm happy. So that's my goal right now, but I know getting up on that box is going to make me this dream last even longer.
Brown third in last year's championship and third at this race last year. CST Heat number 1, our Rocky Mountain onboard with Parker Wawerka, and we're racing here at Daytona. Wawerka down to the inside. Now, because this is a Supercross format, we split the field, 2 heat races, and then they'll all meet for 1 main event. And awesome, out front, Sammy Rowe on a new team, Tyler Lenz Motorsports. That team built to honor the memory of Lenz, who was lost in a racing accident last year, and Rowe looking good up front on that new team and new machine. Battle is on, though. Thomas Brown trying to tuck it to the inside of Rowe, and he makes the pass. That's how you do it at a Supercross. Oh, on board, but Wawerka and collides. Ran into Zach Kaczmarek and crashed. So now he's looking at a tough trip to even make it to the main event. It looks like Hetrick has gotten around Rowe for second, and a battle about to develop. Thomas Brown and Joel Hetrick in a fight for the lead, and this is where Brown wants to be. He wants to challenge Hetrick and Wienen for race wins and the title. Here's the opportunity. Getting the start on Hetrick in this heat. What will the champion do? Now, Daytona has been tough on Hetrick in the past. A big crash really hurt his championship hopes 2 years ago. Last year had a fall, wasn't quite as bad, but was not able to take the win. So this track, Hetrick has been snake bit here a couple times, but not in 2018. He finds an inside line and takes it away from the 84 Brown. So Hetrick on the tie loop, Rockford Fosgate Honda. Look at Brown doing a good job sticking with him, making that Yamaha look good back there. So again, because of the Supercross style format, you won't see half of the field in this heat. We'll run 2 heat races just like a Supercross. Checkered flag is out. Hetrick takes the win, but it's all on the line come the main event a little later this afternoon. Brown second. Great race for Rowe to finish up third ahead of the rookie Mickelson. Here's your winner.
Heat race was good. Well, it could have been better, but got the jump, got the start somewhat. Blew the turn, two-wheeled, 4 or 5 guys got underneath of me, and started making some passes. We had 6 laps. It's a short race, but I made passes all the way up to first. Me and Thomas battled for about 2 laps, and I had a good pass on him for the lead. Could be better. I'm not going to blow the turn next time, and you'll hopefully see me out front again, contend for this podium spot today here at Daytona.
Interesting, you hear him wanting just podiums instead of fixating on a win here at the opener, because that man, Chad Wienen, very tough to beat here. We got Nick Janusa, Jeff Rastrelli, and others ready for Heat 2. ATV Motocross, brought to you by CST Tires, by Rocky Mountain, ATVMC.com, and by Maxxis. Keep on rolling, CST Heat Race number 2. Jeff Rastrelli, Nick Janusa, these guys trying to step up in 2018 and challenge veteran contenders like Chad Wienen, but you see Wienen on the 44, that blue Yamaha, great start and locks down the first turn. But Rastrelli trying an inside line, looking for running room on him. Now Rastrelli has really stepped up the game the last couple of years. 1 step remains to be able to challenge Wienen for wins, and he looks like he's ready to do that this year, putting all sorts of pressure on the 6-time series champion. And Ronnie Higgerson in third. Always can pick out Ronnie, got those white wheels painted up on his machine. Rastrelli is relentless on Wienen. So a good battle here in this heat. And that's really the big question the last couple of years. Everyone wondering, could Hetrick break through against Wienen? He finally got it done for the title last year. Now the question, I'd say, for 2018, can any of these young guns join that pack up front? Can they challenge Wienen and Hetrick consistently? And it looks like Rastrelli is ready to do that. He definitely is capable here and there, but he wants to do it moto in and moto out all season. And yeah, Wienen cannot shake him in this heat. Ford Brothers Racing and Baldwin Motorsports helping out. Rastrelli chasing the Wienen Motorsports Maxxis Yamaha up front. Cool look on Chad's machine, going all blue. The frame, the front A-arms, bumper. He's proud of the Yamaha colors, but he's got to fend off this Honda back here who is all over him. Rastrelli looks racy today. They pulled a little gap over Higgerson. Time to start calling Wienen the man in black. And he has pulled away a bit from Rastrelli, and another mistake as we're on board with the Rocky Mountain ATVMC camera. Show you exactly what that looked like. 2 little bobbles now, and that's going to give Wienen the breathing room he's been looking for. And through the years, Wienen has certainly learned how to run this pace, but he's capable of doing it lap after lap. So again, that's what we wonder. We know Rastrelli can go that fast. Can he do it consistently and stay in title contention? Right now, it looks like Wienen, the big man from Galena, Illinois, has got them covered and grabs the win in heat race number 2.
We were heat race number 2, and got a really good start, got the hole shot. Yamaha got me out of the gate really good with those Maxxis tires, and got around the first turn. Had a little pressure from Rastrelli the first couple laps, and it took me a little bit to really get comfortable and find my lines. And once I did, I was able to pull a pretty nice gap and ride smooth to the finish and come around all the way to checkers. So yeah, we're in a good position for the main, and hopefully we can pull a really good start again and control the race. So we'll see you then.
Okay, let's bring the best of the best together for our main event for all the marbles here at the Fly Racing Daytona ATV Supercross. ATV Motocross is brought to you by CST Tires, by Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com, and by Maxxis. Riders have taken their sighting lap. Mechanics are packing the starting line areas. We are ready to go racing. The main event of the Fly Racing ATV Supercross. CST Tires bringing you this. Nick A. Janusa is going to run our Rocky Mountain helmet cam, and we're underway. Hedrick leads into turn 1 and just leads them out. I thought Wienen might get him, and Wes Lewis, great start for him in third, and he actually takes second away from Wienen. No, Wienen gets him back for second using that inside line, and it's Janusa with our helmet cam back there in fourth, looking to make passes. Right now, Hedrick in the lead at a place that has led to his undoing several times. Daytona not kind to him in the past. It has been great for Wienen, who has won this race the last 2 years. So it is on right now, and what a statement it would be for Wienen if he can get Hedrick. Took that championship away from him. Oh, mistake by Hedrick, and Wienen has the opening, and he takes it. Hedrick immediately tries to come back on that red number 1, side by side. It's the battle we wanted to see, and they did not make us wait long for it. And Chad Wienen takes advantage, and the big man is into the number 1 spot. Lewis still holding strong in third, and Wienen already starting to distance himself just a bit on Hedrick. He absolutely loves riding out here at Daytona, and as you heard him mention in his interview, he owns some property and a racetrack literally the next exit up I-95 from this place. So maybe there's something about the familiar soil. Maybe there's a bit of a home track vibe as we go back to Janusa, who's trying to get around Lewis for third. And he muscles his way in front on the 15. Almost a little bit of contact there. Janusa, one of the young up-and-coming riders in this championship. Third place is solid early for him. Back to the leaders. Whoa! And Hedrick, everyone's getting kicked in those whoops, but he really went for a ride. Now Rastrelli with our other Rocky Mountain camera takes the spot away from Lewis. That's good enough for fourth. So last year you had Rastrelli and Thomas Brown battling it out for third in the championship and third in a lot of the races. Janusa knocking on that door. He wants to be the new man with consistent podium rides this year. This will be fun to watch these two. Janusa over Rastrelli. Janusa got the CST tires hooking up. Gen USA machine. Now we finally get our first shot of Thomas Brown. He's bringing Higgerson forward with him as they try to challenge Lewis for fifth place. And look at Wienen stretch it out. Talked to him a little bit a few days ago. Losing that title last year obviously hurt. A couple ways you can treat it at that point. Tuck the tail between the legs and surrender it, but I think he has gotten more motivated than he has in quite some time to take it back, and you can see the damage. Whoa! And he almost damaged himself there. I mean, these whoops have kicked everyone sideways a couple of times this race, but when you see that 6'4", that long, lanky boot monster, Chad Wienen have problems, you know that section is tough. Back to this battle. Janusa trying to hold off Rastrelli. How hard do you want this podium? How far do you push it? The opening round, you can, as they always say, not win a title in the first round, but you could certainly lose it. Hetrick threw it away 2 years ago at this track and was never able to dig his way out of that points hole. There is Wienen, got those whoops dialed in this time. Battle for third. Oh, Rastrelli has drawn right up behind him now, but no opening. Remember, Hetrick mentioned after the heat race win that his goal was just to be on the podium today. And that might be all he's capable of, because Wienen is on a roll. And the final spot on the rostrum up for grabs as Rastrelli's trying to make moves on Janusa. Down to the inside, makes the pass. Jeff Rastrelli up into third. Great racing here at Daytona. ATV Motocross brought to you by CST Tires, by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and by Maxxis. Chad Wienen running the front stretch here at Daytona, only in reverse direction as what you'd see at the Daytona 500. This is essentially the same layout used for the Monster Energy Daytona Supercross for the bikes. We run that race, 2 days of amateur dirt bike motocross, and then we roll it out for the ATVs. And this crew loves the opportunity to race at the World Center of Racing. And the guy who's loving it right now is Thomas Brown. You see the black gear on the white blue machine. He's trying to get Nick Janusa for fourth, and man, he made that look surprisingly easy. Janusa really gave Jeff Rastrelli, who you see up there in red, a fight for third, but Brown was able to sneak up on him and take the fourth place position away. And no surprise, it looks like we're going to be left with Rastrelli and Brown fighting for third. That was the case in many races last year. Brown got the third place finish at Daytona last year, got third in the series standings. Janusa going to try to learn a bit from the veteran Brown. Now pushed back to fifth. Time running out on this one. Joel Hetrick in second. I think he's happy back there where he is, behind Wienen. And Wienen has absolutely walked away from everyone today at Daytona. This is a real sneak preview of the kind of heat he's going to bring to the table. Oh, and Hayden Mickelson, the rookie, having his problems, is trying to work his way into the top 10. Going to be pretty far back now. Two card is out, 2 laps to go. And that is a welcome sight for these riders. These groups have absolutely beaten our field up. Janusa hanging with Brown right down to the end, so this is fun to watch. Janusa continuing to learn, and a good guy to learn from. Man who's had many, many podiums and a couple of race wins in his career. Janusa is right there. Rastrelli, Brown's not going to catch him, so it looks like Brown going to have to settle for fourth today with a little over a lap to go. And here comes Chad Wienen. When the tracks get rough, and you heard him at the top of the show say he hoped this track would. See these rollers, these jumps, these whoops? That's where he puts that long, lanky frame and those long legs to work. Hetrick's certainly fast in his own right, but when it's straight up whoop sections, it's hard to eclipse what Chad Wienen can bring to the table. That's what he originally made his name on. He's really known for his whoop speed. Chad certainly has developed an all-around game. But you get to tracks like this, or the famous sand rollers at Millville, Minnesota, which we'll see later in the year, Chad's tough to beat on that track. And while he does have his property in his track in Illinois, he spends a lot of the year right up the road here in Florida. So he's got a lot of people cheering him today. He's got the good vibes. This is just a spectacular day for Wienen, welcoming his old number 44 back onto the front plate of his machine and going back into victory lane with it. Chad Wienen wants his title back, and he starts the quest in the right way by winning the Fly Racing ATV Supercross. Here's Harv Whipple of AMA Pro Racing, pointing them toward the victory zone. Hetrick second, and Rastrelli a solid run for third over Brown. There's your podium. Let's talk to these guys.
Came out with the win here at Daytona. Man, the main was intense. Joel got the whole shot. I was able to get around him, and a couple close calls in the whoops, but man, I was just determined to get out front and try and pull a gap and get the W. And you know, working so hard this offseason to come out of here with that red number 1 plate, and we got it. And you know, it's just a stepping stone of what we want to do this year, and we want to carry it throughout the whole season. We know it's going to be a tough racing, and I'm just really happy with the way my Yamaha YZ450R ran today. So got us overall and move on to the next round.
Happy to finish strong, and I'm 3 points down heading into the next round, and now we're all outdoors, and that's what I trained for. So I'm really excited to go to south of the border, a new track, new for everyone. It's going to be interesting to see how that one goes. I'm going to take this week and a half and bust my butt and get ready to defend this title a little harder than I did today. I had to back down a little bit near middle of the race just because them whoops were gnarly for me, and I think it was a smart decision on my end, but second's good. Chad rode well. Jeffrey rounded out the podium in third. All strong riders, and I think we're looking for a good 2018 ATV MX season.
Really proud of the race. Really proud of myself to pull off that third place finish at the start I had. It was really tough few first laps, and I got into fourth behind Janusa, and then made a pass on him, and just rode a consistent race. It was really good for me, and this Boa Motorsports, Ford Brothers Racing, JB, PEP, Maxxis Honda was really working good for me, and I'm really looking forward to South Carolina.
Here's your Maxxis race recap. You see the red machine. That is Hetrick. Went a little wide in turn one, but a little bit better than he did in the heat race where he coughed up the lead quickly. But it didn't take long for Whedon to find another opening and to take advantage. And then you'll see this whoop section coming up here. That is where the 44 makes his money. He was able to get away, start stretching it on Hetrick. He'd have to settle for second. Wes Lewis under fire early from Nick Janusa and Jeff Rastrelli. Rastrelli just powering through those whoops. And the whoops almost bit Whedon uncharacteristically. Little cause for alarm up front. Rastrelli around Janusa for third. Chad Whedon settled down after that scare in the rollers. Was able to pull away from there. Late in the race, Thomas Brown on the radar after a bad start. He's able to get inside of Janusa for fourth. And Janusa would follow him home, stay on his heels for a solid fifth place finish. But the real story, Chad Whedon back in a quest to reclaim the championship that he finally lost last year after a 6-year run on top. It's going to be an exciting 2018 season. For everyone at Racer TV, I'm Jason Wygant. Thanks for watching.